Well, I got my epoxy mixing tool today from the AMA. Let's see, we want to get out of here. Got one watching. Today is Friday, I believe. At least my phone says it's Friday. Where did that phone go? There it is. Yep, Friday the 9th. I'm here just like normal. Okay, so we want to hit the like button. We're going to change camera views. I'm going to work on this tonight. Someday I'll get this stupid thing finished up. There we go. We'll get her down here. Need 5 of the, or 3 of these. Yep, we got somebody come in. Probably Gary Sinclair. Let's see here. Participants. Come on. Yeah. Evening, Gary.
Good evening. How are you?
All right.
All right.
Just working on my profile a little bit. I need to get this wing done and get it glued together so I can start painting. I got to clean up that other room. As soon as I get this done, I'm going to clean up the other room.
Yeah, you'll feel better when you get it done.
I got a guy who wants me to paint an airplane for him, so I got to do that, and then I'm done with that nonsense. I don't know how I got conned into that.
Did you get your calendar?
I did. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Well, how many are we going to have on tonight?
I don't know. Usual suspects, probably.
Pretty good group. Last week or Monday.
What time did you shut it off last time?
Oh, it wasn't too long after you left there. A lot of them had to leave, so it wasn't one of the latest usually. Sometimes it goes late, but
Usually iPad comes on right away.
mm-hmm.
Oh man, this thing's clogged up. I forget to push the cap down and the tip gets clogged.
Yeah.
Did you see that Russia bombed Ukraine with some type of hypersonic missile?
No, I didn't see that.
Yep. People better get out of there. Come on, get out of there. I think the world's gone fruity.
Huh. Yeah, it's been going that way. Still got to put your belt crank in and stuff, right?
Yeah. As
Yeah.
soon as I get this done, I'll do that tonight, maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty tired. I didn't sleep well last night.
You got your back to working?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Nobody riding motorcycles in wintertime. Come on.
Yeah, it's I mean, tricky. The ice and snow and all that good stuff.
Finally. That booger was something else. It's
Huh.
exactly what it looked like, too, a booger. Well,
On your other landing gear, are you?
what's that?
Working on your other landing gear there.
Yeah. I was going to show how to do this, but I've shown it so many times. How many
Yeah.
times can you see the same thing over and over again?
Yeah, I watched you do your other one there. It's good.
Well, we need a new
You
blade.
you usually take your landing gear off in transportation when you're going
No,
someplace.
no. The
No.
only the only reason I do this is for painting. Once I put the gear on an airplane, I don't take it off. I mean, I have taken them off, but not usually,
Okay.
unless they get bent or something. It makes. I mean, this is a good way to do it.
Yeah. You got some more new wood coming in, or have you ordered it yet?
Yeah, I ordered it. I got it's coming. I got one shipment, but I the next one will come Tuesday or Wednesday. But I know Bob's got an endless supply of good wood,
Yeah.
but I don't have that. I ain't got that. Hmm. Yeah, there's somebody coming in.
All
Caffeine.
right. Okay.
Maybe driving down the road or something.
Yeah, I don't see him yet here.
I let him in. There he
There
comes.
he comes. Mhm.
Well, we see his head, top of his head.
Hi, caffeine.
We can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Chacha, he lives over in that area. Tobago is right by Maduro, whatever the hell that is. Venezuela, right?
Who?
Cafe,
Mm,
Chacha. He
Oh
lives in
yeah.
he
Yeah.
lives in Tobago.
Yep.
That's right by the unrest over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with everybody being from all over the world on here, I have a hard time keeping up. I still don't know where on
Yeah.
the map you are. Of course, I haven't looked for it, but
You pretty close to the equator, caffeine?
What's that? Sorry.
You close to the equator?
Yeah, we are in Equator,
Yeah.
what big country's next to you?
Australia.
Australia. Okay.
That's a long way though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still like 6 to 7 hours flight.
Yeah.
So does your toilet blow the flush go backwards? Damn, I made it too small now. Shit.
Or does it go straight down, caffeine?
It would go
What's that?
straight down
Sorry.
if you were on the
When you
equator.
when you flush, which way
Uh
does
huh.
your water go down?
Um, going down. What do you mean?
Spinning. When the spins to go
Oh
down when you
yeah.
or
Uh huh.
does it spin counterclockwise?
I have to check. I'm
Oh,
not sure.
People don't think that's real, but it is.
Yeah. So if he's close to the equator, it might not spin at all, hardly. That's what I'd like to find out.
There's a YouTube video you can watch.
Yeah. Yeah, you can find anything on there, can't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Been
Hey,
flying?
Sparky,
Oh,
did you change the setting for entering the Zoom, this Zoom session? Because I think previously it was just, yeah, you can just go without having to wait the
Yeah.
host to.
Well, when we had that guy come in and show that porno stuff,
Oh, okay.
that ain't gonna happen no more.
All right. All right.
If I don't know you, you don't get in.
I see.
Paul Taylor sent me a message on Stunt Hangar. I just
Mm-hmm.
deleted a suspicious character off a Stunt Hangar today.
Ah, okay.
really? Oh,
Yeah. There's Joe.
Hello.
hello.
Hi, Caffeine. Gary,
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
you're not driving a car.
No, no, just rest day. Rest day for a while. I mean, I have crashed two planes in a such short time, so I just want to lay low for a bit.
I feel for you, son. I do.
So, well, I just hope it you know, I just hope it didn't discourage me to do more stuff. So I need
Well,
to get confidence back. So I'm building a new trainer because I just got a new Pathfinder, a secondhand Pathfinder, but no, not now. It's because it's really well built. It's the previous owner was like the senior figures here in Indonesia, so it must be a really good plane.
Good.
So I don't mess it up.
Well, if you fly it, just fly it around and around and around and don't stick your neck out with it.
Yep.
or you might as well stick your neck out with it because they all crash anyway.
Yeah.
It's the only way you're gonna learn.
You got the shadow fly, maybe. Up, neutral, down, neutral. Up, neutral, down, neutral.
Mm-hmm.
All airplanes have a shelf life.
There's
Yeah.
expiration date for sure.
Expiration date. Yeah.
Hey, I think I want to show you the crash. Uh, I think Joe has seen it, right?
I saw it on Facebook, I think.
Oh yeah.
I ain't seen it. Let's see it.
Let me share my screen first.
I think the push rod came out about halfway through the loop. Came out of the socket a little bit.
I think that's the P40, but it's
Oh, that's the
the
P40. Okay.
uh-huh. It says only the host can share in this meeting.
Hold on.
Let prepare the file first.
Okay.
All right. Let me go check. Yeah. More share. Photos. Photos. Share screen.
Fucking Facebook kills me, man. I talked to somebody else that Facebook killed their forum too. Their racing forum.
Can you see? Can you see my screen now?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, we see it
There it
now.
is.
Yeah. This is after the crash.
It's hurt pretty bad.
Yeah. I don't think because when I got home, I stripped all the covering and suddenly the what you call it, the ribs is just all broken. So I think yeah, it's better to build. It's fun. It's going to be fun building a new one rather than just
I know somebody who
maybe.
could fix that real quick too.
Who's
If you
that?
if you saved all the pieces, Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wendy was a crash repair king.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. You have to have all the sticks.
It looks like it's,
The out
yeah.
is the inboard wing in good shape?
Yeah,
Would
the
be
inboard.
tempting if the inboard's in good shape, it'd be tempted to cut that off and rebuild it and then scab it back on. If it
Oh
was
yeah.
half-inch shorter, what difference would it make? You know, is the bell
Well,
crank in good shape in the middle?
yep. Well, it's tricky because well, I think I need to make a new fuselage if I'm going to do that. But
Mm-hmm.
the fuselage is a foam core, so you know it's
Well, the
I'm.
nose is hurt, but the nose can be fixed. You know, there's
Mhm.
work. It ain't gonna. It's not gonna be an hour's worth. Whoa,
Would you hit something? I mean,
the earth.
Yeah.
you
let, let me
did
s-
hit.
let video the video. So yeah, I was. Oh
Ooh.
You knew you did it too before.
yeah,
You gave it
yeah.
full up.
I
Wow.
just I got brain farted. It's if I remember clearly, I totally I can really remember how. Whoa, what did I do?
Excuse me.
Like you know, well, I've been doing the inverted flight for quite some times, but it was still high. And then at that moment, I was trying to make it lower, like level inverted, but I don't know. Somehow, my brain just told me to going down. I mean, going down faster, quick, and then I just it's not really it's I just gave like quick input or yeah quick too much input and then going the direction somehow go different and then bam just
Bam!
forgot everything.
It happened before you could lick your lips, didn't
Yeah.
The re-
it?
Yeah.
the reason it happened is because you thought about it.
Y-
It
yeah.
it becomes pretty natural after a while. You don't even think what you're doing. You just do what you know. I don't even have to look at the airplane. You just know where it's at, and I don't know how to explain it. Maybe you do, Bob. Can't hear you. Got no mic. You're not muted, but we can't hear you. on your end. Yeah, there's something wrong with your microphone there on your computer.
Howard Rush is with us this evening.
Yeah.
How you do?
All right.
Good. You getting rain or snow?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought
Rain.
you're a little too far west for the snow, weren't you?
I guess so.
Yeah, I think you are.
Copy
Oh,
that.
there.
Yep.
Sounds like we got you.
Yeah, I got you.
What I said, Caffeine, was about that thing you had with inverted. We've all been there.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
you know,
because that was actually my second or third flight of the day. On the first flight, I did all the maneuvers really good, and you know I just wanted to make the inverted lower, and then yeah, that happened.
there's one rule in stunt: never say this is my last flight for the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
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 That's true. I agree.
And
So yeah,
and in a new airplane, never take the first flight first. Always take the second flight first.
and yeah, I'm building. I'm currently in the middle of building a new plane, so that will be my trainer.
Just glue one together, go fly.
Yep.
You get your calendars, Bob?
I did not.
You didn't?
Really?
No. You want to check my address and see? Excuse me, I got a phone call. I'll be right back.
Caffeine, you might want to build some combat wings. The reason I say that is
Mm-hmm.
it'll sharpen your reflexes up, and when you hit the ground, you don't lose much. Just
Uh,
just a wing. It's a stick, you know.
yep. That's true. But also last week I tried some smaller models.
They don't fly the same.
Yeah, I tried. Hey, after the crash, I tried to fly someone's someone's plane, which is smaller, that had an LA-15 on it, and of course shorter lines. I thought shorter lines, and it wasn't flying that fast, but you know still, because of the shorter line, the lap times is the lap time was faster, and then I still felt, whoa, it's easy. And it
Little
felt
bitty
it
are
felt
hard
different.
to fly. The
Was
little
that?
ones are hard. The littler ones are harder to fly. Typically, there's not as much line tension, and they
Mm-hmm.
are going a lot faster through the air, so they
Yep.
want to get ahead of you quicker.
Yeah, I'm just not used to it. Like, whoa, I used to fly on 60-foot lines, 60 to 62, and then going to like 52 is, oh, I thought it was gonna be easy. Like, I was thinking about doing the stuff that I used to do, like at least a loop, or or wing over. But then after a few laps, I just, no, no, just you go back to the handle.
There he is. Hi, John.
John,
Hey,
John?
how's everybody?
Hi, John.
Pretty good.
Actually, got snow yesterday here, believe it or not.
Well, it's hard to believe.
In Utah, yeah, so hard to believe.
Well, I mean, here in the desert area, it's hard to believe. I do live in the high desert.
Operative word there is high.
Hmm.
Gets damn cold in the high desert.
Yeah,
Dang right.
well,
That ain't the
it must
Sierra.
be.
That ain't the Sierra Desert, man, up there.
Well, we're only like 4,600 feet up in the air, or not.
Only.
Oh,
Bob's at sea level, aren't
Denver's a
you?
little higher.
Yeah, 5,000.
What are you at, Bob? Sea level?
Nah, we're, I don't know, 160 feet or something.
Yeah.
You want to learn how to trim the airplane? Come and learn how to fly it up here.
Not enough days a year.
Well, it's just if they fly different.
Just cut 4 inches off each wing, and it'll fly the same here.
You might have a point there. I tell you this: Denver used to have a contest every year, and it was the closest contest to us, so we'd go over there. But a lot of people would come over from Kansas or Nebraska, or which is 800 feet max, you know, and they'd come up there to Denver, 5,000 some odd feet, and they just couldn't get their engine runs and their props right, and their line lengths, and that was the one advantage that we had coming from over on this side of the. We were high enough that the settings weren't that far off, so we could go over and be competitive. It's the only place I
Nitro
can
and more
be.
pitch. You can fix the engine and the prop, but you can't fix the wing.
That's true.
You can
And
go to
weight.
more nitro, more pitch.
And
make
weight.
it- well, the weight comes from that lack of atmosphere.
Yeah, but start off with an airplane that, say,
Oh.
you're flying an airplane at 60 ounces, and you bring it up, and the wing's supporting it, like you said, at your height. Bring it up here, and all of a sudden, it's like a 90-ounce airplane.
It ain't gonna fly the same. You pull out the same time you would at home, it ain't gonna work out for you.
You'll be bouncing on the bottom. Yeah.
We were at Albuquerque one time. There's 9,300 density altitude or something. 89 degrees or 90 degrees is hot.
Yeah.
Man, I poured straight 30% nitro into Big Blue. Went and got my highest pitch carbon prop I did and put nose weight on it. And they said, "What are you doing? Putting nose weight? It won't turn." I said, "I'm making it. Get me some flap." And I opened the handle big.
Yeah. You know what Carl Shoup did? He probably has a high altitude record for control line flight. No, not many people know this, but he went across that pass there. What is it, 11,000 or 12,000 feet? There's a parking lot up there, and he took his little half-A combat ship out and flew it there.
Was that Donner Pass?
No. This is between Denver, it's not Denver, it's south of Denver, but where he lived, you go over past there.
Near Pikes Peak?
Like that, but not Pikes Peak, but like that.
Yeah.
And he took it out and flew it there. And I'll bet you if you checked it into it, that's probably the highest altitude control line flight ever.
But he had the right airplane for it.
Yeah, that little hot rod. You remember that? It had wings that were like 4 foot long.
No, I
Very
don't.
high aspect ratio.
There's not much air 11,000 feet. You'll breathe hard up there.
Got that right.
What airplane was it you was flying with a high aspect ratio wing?
It was a half-A combat ship.
Oh.
And it flew on a I think he had TD 049 or 051 on it. It had been souped up with lots of nitro and actually, I think it turned on a dime and give you 9 cents change.
What was the guy's name?
Carl Shoup, he's the guy that had
Oh, yeah.
the
Carl
Belfry Bound.
Yeah, I remember Carl. Hmm.
11,000's way up there.
Yeah. You watch now that it's been broached on here. This summer we'll have people making high flights. No, I got the high flight. I remember seeing I don't know, it was model airplane news or flying models. They had some meet in somewhere out west here, and they had a special chair. And that chair had these huge binoculars on it.
Yeah.
And you sat in that chair, and they were flying radio controlled models for the highest altitude.
Wow.
And they get those things so high you couldn't see them anymore. Ergo, the big binoculars, you're sitting in his chair, his motorized chair, like they used for World War II spotting or for an aircraft. But they had a whole article on it. I wish I'd read the whole dang thing. I just read the pictures.
The highest paved road in America is Mountain Evans Scenic Byway, Blue Mountain Sky. The road reaches 14,264 feet.
Wow.
Where's that at?
Connecting Aspen and Twin Lakes.
Huh.
Aspen, that's the highest road that you could drive on.
Yeah.
Not the highest pass you could drive on. The highest pass is 12,095 feet. Independence Pass, Colorado State Highway 82.
That's probably the one he was talking about.
That's up there.
Yeah. Probably running 60% nitro. 30% oil and 10%.
I don't know what it'd need. It wouldn't, the little half A like that, it would fly at third power or half power,
It's not a little half A. That sucker was.
He said it's 4-foot wing with the high aspect.
Yeah.
Aerodynamically, it's probably pretty efficient.
Oh yeah, it was very efficient. Mr. Bauer, how are you today?
I have a question.
You came to the right place because we all don't know nothing.
Custom made spinner. I need a spinner similar to this for my.
Brodak.
No, this is the Brodak one, and it's not quite right.
Okay.
So I need someone to make me one that's a little shorter and a little fatter than this. But you guys have anyone custom aluminum?
Oh, aluminum.
It's got to be aluminum.
Well, it looks right because the real plane had aluminum. So
You couldn't paint it a plastic with silver.
the plastic, anytime you paint aluminum, it don't really look like aluminum.
That's true.
Yeah.
Aluminum.
Although now they got new paints out there, you might want to look into custom auto body plate or custom painting places for cars. They got a lot of new paints now. One that looks just like chrome, and I mean it looks exactly like chrome. They may have one that looks like aluminum.
Okay, yeah.
Chrome paint is really bitching, but they don't sell it in this country. England, you have to get it out of England.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should check out the paint because there's I know in the past there was no such thing as real chrome paint or aluminum paint. It just didn't look right.
I know a guy that can 3D print. He's already been doing a few spinners.
You know, my computer is just to your left.
And my computer is right on top of you.
They're plastic though.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Yeah.
screwed.
I might try the paint. If there's paint that looks good, I can 3D print it, but I wanted, I was looking for aluminum. And
Yeah.
this is the Brodak one, and I'll use this for flying because it's close enough. But for the static, it's not quite right.
Well, you might check China.
Okay.
Go to look. They've got a lot of. Actually, they got a lot of spinners.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are aluminum.
Yeah.
There's one other alternative, silver leaf. You could put siding on it and leaf it.
Peter, have you looked at all the different aluminum, like Rojet spinners and all the different aluminum spinners out there?
Yeah, it's 1 3/4 diameter. This is the Brodak one. Except a lot of the ones, like the Dubro ones, are a lot shorter and they kind of curve real quickly. And I need something in between Dubro and this, something kind of right in between those two. This is a little too long and pointy, but we'll see.
How many prop blades?
2.
Oh yeah, people in China have a lot of spinners with 2 blades.
Yeah, I'll be looking around then. Yeah, because I got the Brodak one because it looked close, but then once I got it, it's like, yeah, not quite.
A little too long.
Do you want to share what plane that's going on?
You guys have seen it. It's
The Islander?
the Islander.
Oh,
The Islander, the new. Hang on. Once I find the photo, I'll share it. My new.
Peter, is there any way to get, say, a 2-inch spinner and then cut the backside off to get it down to 1 3/4 and change the shape you want?
That's an idea.
Yeah, because I don't really need this for flying. This is only static.
But if you could get an 1 3/4 back plate like you have right there,
Yeah.
get an 1 3/4 spinner and just start whacking it down to it gets down to that.
Oh,
It would change that shape a little. I don't
Yeah,
think
you're right.
That's a great idea.
you bet.
I could get cut it back then. Let me see if I can find my.
Something to look at. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but it's an idea.
All your ideas are good ideas.
I don't think so.
Well, the only problem you might have is, but you're not going to use it for flight, is that the base, they have that little lip, and it's a little thicker at the base of the spinner.
I could cut that off though, because and just glue the thing together, because I can mount it with it all, with the prop in there and all assembled. I can make it work. Yeah, now I like that. Cutting back might be another thing to do.
I don't know. Just look at it and see.
That's the Islander.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just a little more thicker to back and rounded slower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's 1 3/4, you said?
Yeah. It's 1 3/4.
The regular 1 3/4 that Brodak has should be close to.
Well, it's close.
That's rounded. That's rounded. It's rounded at a steady curve.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. See,
the Brodak's flat almost.
Yeah, see, this is here. I'll check that off. Okay, there's the picture. There's the Brodak.
Yeah.
Not quite. It's close, but
That looks more like a Dubro
yeah.
spinner.
Well, there's Perfect spinners. Is it Perfect? Is that one of the spinners that had that nose piece like that? Also,
Bika.
Oh, yeah, but
Vico.
I gotta find someone who still has them. They don't make them, right?
Oh, if Vico would work, I bet you I can find a guy that's got one or two. I might have a Vico even.
1 3/4 diameter.
Yes.
Yeah, Bika or Froome.
I have to look in my spinner box.
What I'm doing right now is looking at one of my
Yeah. My spinner box.
What was the guy that he'd always have to go look for motor parts or engine parts and airplane parts in his what do you call it? His
Marvin
parts
Denny
barrel?
had
Marvin Denny.
Marvin had
Denny.
a junk
Yeah.
barrel, he called it.
Yeah.
You know, one other option is, you guys remember true turn spinners?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted.
Well, they went out of business for a while, but he's back in business again.
Oh, good.
Oh, he is?
Mm-hmm. Bob Obenberger, good friend of mine. And I bet you he custom turn a couple for you. He's a really good guy.
Well,
He's writing that down. He ain't leaving it to memory.
I'm writing that one down there because I like True Turn. I use them a lot.
Yeah. I don't know what his new number is. It may be the same as the old number. Just look up True Turn Spinners or
Yeah.
Obenberger. Obenburger. Obenberger. And I bet you he's down, I think, around Houston, if I'm not mistaken.
Another one big advantage of this forum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Robbie was sponsored by him. We got to know him, and he sponsored Robbie. He gave us little stickers put on the side of the airplane and made custom spinners for Robbie.
Cool.
Well, I don't know if they're actually custom or not, but there were custom openings and things in them. You know.
Yeah.
Ooh, updated 22. That won't work.
Okay. True Turn
They-
Spinners.
They have a flat part on the front, like a screw in the front of them looks like.
Yeah, but I bet he could.
Oh, right there's the one you want. They got the shape right there.
Found it already.
Okay.
The number I'm showing, Peter, is 28147. Can I say this on the air? Is it okay to
Yeah.
talk about this?
Our number, sure.
Okay. 281-479-9600.
Oh, I thought if we're talking about part number.
Oh, no, I'm on the website too. And those look a lot closer to what I'm looking for.
that- First silver one's a darn close fit.
Yeah. So yeah, the one that says search by shape.
Yes, that's a darn close one right there.
Yeah.
And the next one down might even be better. Depends on the diameter. I bet you'll find something if you look around a little bit that'll come.
Yeah. See that one that's called special. That looks pretty close.
It does.
Because it's special.
Who on this? Who's flown a Islander on this form?
On this forum? No.
Oh, hey, you flew it or were in it?
I've flown a real one.
Yeah.
Right seat.
Oh, wait a minute. Not a real one, a full-size one.
Okay, you can
Yeah,
argue
yeah,
all you
because
want.
all our airplanes are real airplanes.
Because our airplane's a real airplane.
Our airplanes are
Oh
toys.
yeah.
They're freaking toys.
They're
They're
still
real
real airplanes.
They actually fly through air using the same principles.
If they're good enough to be used in wartime as weapons, they're real.
They are real. A paper airplane's a real airplane,
There you go.
but to me, it's not. The freaking toy. A real one, you get in and fly.
Okay.
Just because you have so much fun playing with it.
Most things we have are toys. You don't know the truth.
Well, even the full-size airplanes for you are toys.
They are. Nobody. I don't make a living with mine. It's a cool airplane.
Everyone I've talked to say the full size ones fly fantastic.
It did. I think I got it down to 45 knots with two of us in it, flaps and slow flying. It's a cool airplane. Long, skinny, high aspect wing. There's a good airplane. It did what it was designed to do well.
They have, I see once in a while, they have flights up in Scotland where the flight is literally like 4 minutes.
Is that right? Going across an island or something?
They take off, go across a little channel and land. It's a 4-minute flight.
I'll be darned. Take
But
long.
it's fast.
Yeah.
It's faster and less wet than the little ferries they got going.
Joe, what is the shortest landing you know of?
Oh, I think there's people up in Valdez or wherever that is in Alaska that's landed in 27 feet or something. I don't know. It's really short.
Yeah.
Really short.
I saw one today. I bet the wheels didn't even make a half a turn.
They're
landed
doing
in a
that
foot.
now. They're actually putting stripes on the tires
Yeah.
and they photograph them and see how many times the tires turn.
Yeah, it
But-
didn't turn a quarter turn.
It probably a 25-mile-an-hour wind straight into it and hit it with the brakes locked up.
Yeah,
Bam!
the flaps down, I just went ooh, and stuck right there. And he also did the takeoff in about a quarter turn of a tire.
I think there's a guy, Steve. I have to think a minute. There's a guy got a little yellow airplane. I can't think of the name of it. Got a souped up Suzuki motorcycle engine, gearbox, swinging a great big prop. Oh, and that airplane is something. I've seen it fly at Oshkosh.
Mike
It can-
Patey had a good airplane, that Draco.
Draco, What is it? There's a stow competitions. They don't fly those airplanes anywhere. They put them in the trailer, haul them there.
The coolest, heaviest short takeoff or landing I ever saw was when they landed that Herky Bird on that carrier in Vietnam.
Pretty good trick.
They put he comes there. He got jumped by some those Fox, what are they? 21s, MiG 21s, and he managed to lose some of them. They crashed chasing him because he could maneuver so fast in the valleys. But anyway, he got out.
That's him.
He got out over the ocean there, calling for help on the nearest place he could land. And his carrier says, "We'll kick her up." And, by golly, they had somebody in a destroyer off from photograph that landing. He came in, landed on that thing, and he had to move way over so his wing had missed the island. And his nose wheel was just feet from going off the bow of that ship when he stopped finally.
Says here the guy's name's Steve Henry. Steve Henry, shortest takeoff in national stow competition, 6 feet.
Wow.
The stow competition world record might be different. It depends on the winds. If you catch it when the wind's blowing hard, you could literally just levitate, maybe.
Land it backwards. Are those real lightweight
Yes.
flight planes then?
Yes, they're special built.
It's not like a super.
No, it's bad. I think it's called a Badlands. I ain't gonna say it. I forget what they call it.
Because the ones in Alaska, they're doing in 28 feet. Those are like Super Cubs.
Yeah, are those carbon cubs?
Yeah, Carbon Cub's remarkable. This Steve Harvey, he's got a special airplane. It's a home built kid airplane. And I can't think what they call it. Highlander. It's called a Highlander. That's what it's called, a Highlander. And they're remarkable. Short field, lightweight. I mean, those are special built airplanes.
I was at Oshkosh last summer, and geez, I had no idea that there were that many companies making these little 2-seat kind of planes. There's 100 of them, all these little companies.
Yep.
Future of aviation.
Well, there's a lot of lighter airplanes being built.
Yeah.
Built airplanes. People looking for that niche.
Well, it's hard for people to afford a brand new four-place airplane anymore.
Oh,
what does the 172 cost now?
I don't know, but a Cirrus is probably 1.23 million.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can even. The Cessna Piper I guess they're still making airplanes.
Thing is, even back when I was flying, you had mostly multi-owners on an airplane and every time you wanted it, somebody else had it out.
I don't know if Skyhawk's still making or not. Contact the sales department. The new airplanes are unbelievable high. Goodness Christ. Bob's a whittling on something.
Yeah, he's putting the wingtips on.
I don't know if I'm going to get dinged for this, but I'm going to share it anyway. Oh wait, I'll just share the link. That way I won't get dinged. Look at this airplane land, Joe.
Okay.
Copy. Oh, it did make 3/4 of a turn. The yellow one.
Well, here's a 1943.
What was that plane the Germans had? The Stork
There you
or
go.
whatever it was.
Fisher Stork.
Yeah,
Storch.
Yeah.
that was a
Down VA.
that was one that was set up to do short takeoff and
Mhm.
landings.
Watch that video, Joe.
How do I find it?
Go to chat
Okay, I got you.
and click on the link. It's just a short. It's only, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds long. Got two airplanes. The
Well,
yellow
here's
one,
I'm still listening.
you get it?
I did. I haven't seen that one fly.
Pretty damn short landing.
well, here's
That's pretty good.
His wheel didn't make one turn.
Didn't. He had the brakes locked up too. He did good.
1943.
Hmm.
So when you say 6 feet, shit, that wasn't 6 inches.
Well, they measure from that line. You got to hit the wheels on the line. If you hit before, they dink you.
Yeah, how close did he get to the line?
I think he was in a foot of it. He was right real close. You could just see it went just from the wheels back behind the pilot's cockpit. He didn't go very far.
Right.
He didn't go very far.
I can see why you'd want to be able to land in that short, but how the hell do you take off of something you landed in that short?
The next video that I got, he takes off in that same distance. He
Yeah.
powers it down. It lifts the tail up level. He lets the brakes go, and it goes straight off the ground.
Just dunk.
Yeah.
Must have had a wind.
Yeah. I think it's a place called Valdez. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Valdez, where they do that stow competition.
The Valdez or Valdez?
Valdez, I don't know one or the other. It's in Alaska somewhere.
It's Valdez.
Valdez, and I think the wind can blow 20 straight. I don't want
All day
you have
long.
To wing, you have to walk the wings to get them anywhere. I guess I don't know what that thing can turn over in a 20-mile-an-hour wind sideways.
Well, it could probably make a pretty good stall takeoff without any power. Just point it in the wind and give it a little push.
Joe, can you explain when coming into an airport what is ASALT? ASALT.
I don't know that word.
It happens at JFK, whatever that means.
I don't know that word. That might be a name of a certain kind of arrival for the IFR procedures. I do not know.
It has to do with IFR, but I couldn't figure out what Captain Steve was talking about.
I don't know that word. That's
What's
a
the word?
Tail.
What's the word, Sparky?
ASALT, assault. And it's not assault like hitting somebody. It's something to do with landing.
No, I did a search on it and didn't find anything.
It's a JFK approach. Is the
Yeah.
initial
It's
approach fix?
short,
It's a
short
initial.
output.
Okay.
One at a time, guys.
It's
Go ahead.
the initial approach fix for an aircraft flying the runway 13 left and right approach.
Oh,
And
It's a
How-
official initial fix.
how do you find a salt? You know, where is it at?
Oh,
Is
it'll
it
be on the IFR approach plates.
okay? It's a fixed point.
Fixed point in space. Yeah.
Okay.
I could. Okay. It's a longitude, latitude, location, Robert. They want you to fly there before you turn to go to the airport.
Right. So that's like when you make a right turn in coming into for a landing on your airport before you can see those lights. That's the point where that's the upwind side. So
Yeah.
or no, it's the down. You land from the downwind going into the wind, right?
Yeah, you land into the wind. That approach fix will be somewhere out in space where they want you to go there, and that'll be from there on you'll be on a certain path
And
to
what are
get to the
those
airport.
red and green lights called again?
The VASI's all red. They're 4 red lights or white lights, either one. They can be white or red. Red over white, white, or just 2 and 2. You're on course.
Right. Your guy.
All
glide
4
slope.
reds are too low, and all 4 whites are too high.
Yeah. So that's just like the ball on aircraft carrier.
I think it's identical, Robert. It's a certain glide path to get you there.
Do you know how that was figured out?
I don't know for sure.
A woman's compact.
Is that right?
Yep. They shot the light into the compact, you know, a mirror. And when you can see that light, you're on the right slope. So they're aiming the mirror up at you.
I'll be darned.
Pretty wild.
That Navy carrier.
20.
What's that?
The Navy carrier landings. That's
Yeah.
that's a real deal, man. That's a trick. Them boys is good.
You got the hair to try that?
I'm not at 68, at 40 I would. Heck, if you got there parking aircraft carrier in the wind, I'd land my Rands on it today. That wouldn't be no trick at all.
Yeah.
But
You
when
gotta
it's
be moving a little faster in a jet, though.
I can fly approaches at 45 mile an hour. I could land on that deck and not even moving. But when that thing's pitching up and down at night, oh my goodness gracious.
Night ops are the tough ones, especially if you got a wind blowing. And
Boat doing like that.
yeah,
About to hit the fantail with the nose wheel.
Bob made quick work of that.
That's a stabilizer, elevator stabilizer.
Yeah, it's I'm getting ready to carve the tips now and around the leading edge.
why don't you come on over? I got a bunch of stuff to do too.
Okay.
Be right there.
Actually, I'm going to do another how-to tonight. It's kind of like similar to the one I did a couple weeks ago. I got to mold the bottom shelf for my new twin. So I got to mold the bottom shelf for a new twin. So I'm going to get set up to do that. It's in the bath. I've had it in there since about 4 this afternoon. And I want to mold the shell tonight. So might as well do that on camera.
this twin number 5.
Now, well, this is number 1 of 5 I'm working on. I'm kind of inching them all forward, but I got one accelerated past the other 4.
So is this a compound mold or straight mold?
Now, this one is fairly straight, a little tiny compound to it, but nothing major. The other one I did had a big compound to it. Just for review's sake, I'll get that in case anybody didn't see it.
Because I had a guy write me a letter saying, where can I find compound molding on your channel? I know I've done it, but I can't tell you where.
So here's the, I've shown this before. This is the mold for the top shell.
Yeah.
And it's done out of that Dow buoyancy billet. and which carves and sands extremely well. You can do this whole thing. You can carve and sand this to this shape in about 20 minutes.
Oh my goodness, that's pretty
Yeah,
quick.
real easy to carve and sand, and then put the slots in where the formers are going to go, corresponding to the formers in the fuselage crutch. So you can make monocoque sections, And then when I molded it, this is the actual shell.
Came out nice.
And this has got this is 1/16 inch balsa. That's all I ever use. The 16th, fairly stiff balsa wood, but A grain, and it molds very easily when you wet it. And then after I get it off the buck, I'll brush a coat of Z-epoxy finishing resin inside, and heat it with a monocoat iron on the highest setting. Just heat it and get it. What is it? Less viscous, Howard, or more viscous?
Yeah. So it runs.
Less viscous.
Yeah.
And
right here.
And then I wipe it out with a paper towel and just keep wiping, get every last bit I can out. So whatever just saturates into the wood stiffens it. And then when I put the shell onto the fuselage, I have a 8 square stringer in here, which supports the actual top of the curve.
Ooh.
And then I put in a piece of carbon. This happens to be that 0.5 ounce carbon, 5/10 ounce carbon, and I brush that out with Z-epoxy. And again, I wick out as much as I can after I get it wetted. And you couldn't press in on this if you tried. You're never going to get that Star Horse look because it's just so rigid. It's unbelievable, and yet it only weighs just about an ounce. So that's pretty good. Now,
you just reminded me of that 1/8 inch square. I forgot to put that in John's bulkhead.
well, just put a little piece of carbon between the formers in there. I'll talk to John about that. He should be on tonight. He said he was going to be on. I was kind of waiting for him to come on because he wanted.
I could cut him some more.
He wanted to see them. Well, you can put them in. That's no big deal. He wanted to see this. He was going to come on tonight, but if he doesn't, he can watch it on YouTube later. At any rate, let me get the other thing here. So I got took the bottom shell or mold buck and made the formers by sticking pieces down vertically into the slots, tracing around, cutting them, sanding them flush with the mold buck, and then I put 1/8 inch slots here for the stringer, and I taped them fore and aft to the formers inside the fuselage, and that'll correspond to the former, obviously in the shell now. And when you glue this all together, you get like monocoque sections that prevent the airplane from twisting, and it's very, very light. And so that's ready for the shell.
Yeah. Like you said, you're doing analog digital work.
Is that what it is? I don't know. I flunked out of general math, so I had to figure out some way to do it.
Well, it works.
Yeah. So I'm going to get set up. You guys can go back to chat, and I'll get set up to do the molding. It'll take me a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. I did kind of a 21st century version of that the other day, and I figured that I'd make the 3D part and then slice it electronically for the formers, but it turned out it has a little bit of a compound curve, so I do the formers first and then use the loft function to fare a three-dimensional curve through all the formers. That worked. But okay, back to the 19th century.
If anybody's interested, Indiana is just annihilating Oregon.
They just scored again.
Yep, 28-7, and they're getting ready to score again.
They just scored.
Yep, just scored.
It'd be 35 in a minute.
Oh, it's time for an update.
Yeah, well, my feed must be a little behind here because I just saw it. So,
there you go.
Yeah, 34 to 7 will be 35 to 7 here in a second.
Mhm.
Well, I know you guys like football. Just please don't show it on this channel because I got dinged for John Sukulak. What was it? The NFL hit me for Cowboys and Falcons, and whatever. They gave me a strike for it.
Well, I won't show it. I'm watching it here on the side.
So what? Did someone have it on in the background, or did he share it?
Yes, they had it on in the background.
Holy crap!
Oh, really? Behind him, I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Wow, isn't that something?
He didn't. I mean, to me, it ain't no big deal, but to YouTube, it's a huge deal.
So Joe, be careful what you hum because you know he could get dinged for if you hum a popular song or something.
Yes, okay.
No, it
Yes,
was Ed
indeed.
Waukee that did it. I can't remember the name of the game, but here he comes.
It's amazing they ever found it even.
AI.
Think of the logistics it took to even find that.
That's all AI driven.
Yeah, once you
Wow.
find the best.
No!
Yeah, don't do that.
Turn him off, Sparky.
I'm getting ready to.
I'll shut it off.
He turned it.
I'll probably get a strike.
Sorry about that. I was trying to get to show the molding. Didn't realize I had it. I'll turn it off. Okay. What a world we live in. Good grief. All right, so that
Hey, Ed, how you doing?
that's good, I guess, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or more like that. All right. Gotta get the heat out of the bath. All right, here's the piece of wood dripping wet, and it's got a center line on the bottom. The side is going to go towards the. It's got a center line here, and this is the side that goes towards the mold buck. I don't want to put a pen line on the outside. I'm going to be able to line it up. Give me just a second here. Now, with compound curves, you pretty much have to use ace bandages or something like that to wrap it down. But if you have a simple straight curve, a straight taper like this, you can use masking tape to hold it down, and it works. I think it works a lot better because it dries quicker and it doesn't put a torque into the wood, and it doesn't put an imprint in the wood from the weave of the ace bandage.
Makes sense.
So I got my masking tape roll here so I can pull masking tape up quick. And I'm going to line it up now on the mold buck.
What'd you wet that with, Bob? Is it just water or did you use vinegar?
Just water. Yeah, that Sal Tabby trick of using apple cider vinegar works great if you're doing compound curving. I kind of stay away from ammonia because they say, I don't know this for a fact, but they say that the ammonia with balsa wood will make the balsa brittle. So, but the apple cider vinegar won't. But the only downside is your airplane will smell like a salad.
Shouldn't you use balsamic vinegar?
I missed it. That
was good, Howard.
That was good. Take a star out of petty cash. Take a star out of petty cash.
Oh, I see part of Robbie's inheritance there through the window.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What's that?
Part of Robbie's inheritance. We can see it through the window.
Balsa Supply is part of it. We got boxes and boxes of balsa wood.
That's the
So
safe
what I'm
room.
doing now off camera is I'm wiping all the excess water with a paper towel off. You have so much water on here, you don't need it. And it's fully saturated. So now that piece is, ready to mold. And I'm going to line it up on the mold buck.
Do you pin it or what?
Nah, I just wrap it down. I'll get a piece of masking tape ready. Are you ready?
Oh, look at that.
gonna get a piece of masking tape started.
Well, you go all the way around the piece that goes in the vise, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering about that when I made that thing for John. I left a slot in the bottom.
Fairly long piece. And then you go about 3 inches or so and pull it down again. And on the back here.
It doesn't spring back at all when you take it off.
Not much.
Very, very little.
Very, very little.
Don't let it break.
Nah, that's not going to work. Not at this point. This is the wider part. Now, if it's going to break, it was going to break near the back. So now I got to shift this because I got to be able to get tape around where the vise was.
Yeah, there's that. Oh, you shift it. Oh.
You put it, it's in third gear.
Yeah.
You know, Norm Whittle did that, but he use it for his elevator and stab an elevator there, you know, where he'd form them like that. Then put little ribs in there.
These straight taper ones, they're a piece of cake. I mean, there's nothing to this. It's just very simple. But the compound curve ones, I mean, we demonstrated that a couple of weeks ago. When you get to the compound curve part, you got to make a slit because the balsa wood punches, you know, pouches up there. And you got to make a slit, overlay the balsa wood, and then make another slit, pull out like a little pie piece. And then, you know, it's like a dart when you're doing pants or something, you know, take out a set of trousers. I'm used to that because my grandmother was a seamstress, so she called it putting a dart in.
Mhm.
I thought you were molding compound curves without doing that for a while.
Without doing what?
Without the dart.
Well, it depends on how much of a compound curve. You can get away with some. And it also depends on the piece of balsa you have. If it's really pliable. This was a really good piece of balsa wood. So anyway.
Yeah, you were talking about leaving it in the water for a long time.
Yeah, you leave it in the water. I also have a steam box. I got a Rockwell steam box that allows me to see if I can just take this off so I can get it back out here. Get a little further back.
So why do you use the water versus the steam box?
It's just easier getting the steam box out and hooking it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not hot when you touch it.
There you go.
It's a pain in the ass to hook the steam box up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But if
when
you need it for something, I built the steam box and bought the steam generator to mold guitar sides for acoustic guitars.
Yeah, when I worked at Top Flight, they had steam boxes and then the molds to do it.
So that's tonight's how-to.
In the morning, it'll be dry.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the beauty of the masking tape. It does dry really quickly. You can actually do this in one day. If you do it early in the morning, by evening you can put it right onto the fuselage crutch, you know, or to the
Airplane.
warmers. Yeah.
In the summertime, you can do it in the morning, put it in your car, and pick it up at noon.
That's right. I use my fan as an oven. You can also, when you put on Z-epoxy, when you're finishing, if you use Z-epoxy, you put it on, put it in your car. 3 hours later, it's bone. I mean, it's not dry, but it's cured, and you can sand it and everything. So,
yeah, Paul Walker calls that his autoclave.
Autoclave. There you go. Yeah. I'll tell you another autoclave story. Years ago, out of Tucson, I was flying my not Genesis, the Caprice, and I had those Dubrow ball links. I'm trying to get this thing where I can get back where I can talk.
Just point it up.
There you go.
You gotta point it up. We're looking at your chest.
Yeah, my son bought me a new holder here. So anyway, the ball links, and it got cold in the morning, like it can out there at times, and I never flew it at any kind of cold. And I went out to move the lead outs, and the controls were stiff, and I figured something was wrong. Something broke, or something got blocked inside, and I think it was Billy Werwich said, "I bet your ball links have swelled up, and they're stiff." So what we did was we put it in Warren T-Art's Chrysler van, put the heat all the way up, and left it there for about 20 minutes. And they were like loose as any. They were just perfect. So when I got to the official flight day, it was even colder. And we put the airplane in his car and ran the lines out in the pit area and left the airplane in the car until just before I had to go up, ran the airplane out, hooked it up, pull tested, went on the circle, and it was fine for that flight. But as soon as it got up to about 50 degrees, it was fine.
That also happens in humidity, because Bob McDonald about lost his Thunderbolt one year it was raining, but he didn't fly in the rain, but the humidity got him. Controls locked up. Here comes Ed Wask back. He must be having issues.
What's that?
Ed Waske must be having issues with his computer.
There he is.
Kinda. Yeah, he's back at his wife's computer now. It'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, my man cave is failing me.
Hey, I was just telling Bob, don't put any NFL stuff on. Sure enough, he put the NFL. What happened, Ed? We got a strike on that, right?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
And that.
Well, that's before. It's not NFL. It was college, but same deal, I'm sure.
Well, I didn't have anything on when I was out in the man cave. And I normally don't have anything on behind me for some reason. So, yeah, my apologies.
Yeah,
Not a
mine
problem.
too.
But I said, don't do it. And sure enough, he points the camera right at the TV.
I didn't even think. I'm sorry.
It was just half the TV.
Yeah.
Do they
Hopefully
charge
they
you
won't
for
catch
that,
it.
or do they charge you money for that?
3 strikes and you're out.
Wow, forever?
Yep.
Now, how many strikes do you have?
1 so far.
Might have 2 now.
There was no noise. And it wasn't a full screen.
There was no noise.
Well,
for
it was
Ed either.
obvious it was an accident.
Yeah. AI ain't playing around, that's for sure.
We got to turn this around the other way, where we'll all hold up something and do advertising, and you get money then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, Ed, did you receive your calendar?
Yes. The next day I did. So thank you so much.
Okay.
And I had my wife and sister-in-law, I handed it to them and said, find Waldo.
Sure, you got
Yeah,
yours, and Joe's got his, and Howard's got his. Everybody's got theirs, but I haven't got mine. Go on, Gary.
Yeah, I know. And you're over in that
I'll give
area.
it advertise.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Yeah.
That won't get us in trouble, I don't think.
No.
No. No, only the NFL doesn't have a sense of humor.
Well, again, that wasn't NFL, it was college, but I'm sure it's same deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think I personally think it's free use, but they didn't see it that way.
Yeah, they ought to be glad somebody's watching.
Yeah.
Well, after that first half, they better be glad somebody watched the second half, because it's over.
Now, for years, I didn't watch that, and I only started watching it again because I'm sitting in a chair for 12 hours, waiting to go to bed for 12 hours.
Here, our basketball team here in our little town is doing real well, and my good buddy's grandson is put up 44 or 45 points
Holy
in
smokes!
the game himself.
In college or high school?
High school.
Oh my golly!
But he's fairly tall, but you know, I like to take a little credit for it, because I was the one that convinced him he needed to learn how to do a hook shot.
There you go.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, made it famous, didn't he?
Of course, I know.
Yeah, that's what I know it from.
That's what I know it from too.
The sky hook.
Well, I knew it for the fact that it was hard to block it, almost impossible.
Well,
Yeah.
Magic had the little one. I forget what that was called, something else too.
Most of us sunflyers could probably almost qualify because out on the LPAD we dribble a lot.
You gotta watch Angstrom Emmerens, man. He's so tall. He's gonna get into basketball one of these days.
Mhm.
Won't have time for stunt flying anymore.
Isn't he just barely in high school now?
I think he's 15 years old. I don't know where he is on his education.
Just started maybe this year.
He's like 6'8", I
so.
think.
Yeah, if he's not eighth, it's ninth, and I think it's ninth.
Is he still growing?
Yeah,
I think so.
That's a scary thought.
I thought he was full 7 foot now. Is he not 7 foot?
I think he's 6'8" or something. Or
Is he?
6'10".
Okay.
How tall
but-
is Robbie Gruber?
Robbie was tall, but I don't think he's as tall as
I don't think he's as tall as
Billy Simons was tall. He was about 6'6", I think. You know, if those guys fly level at shoulder height, they're going to lose a lot of points.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. They gotta fly belly button height.
How about it?
Those are the guys you want to fly racing. You want them racing because they'd be above and behind everyone. Very easy.
Yeah.
like sure pass, easy.
I was a Goodyear pilot at the Nationals back in '74. I flew for Bobby Wiegand and Goodyear. Had a minnow with a K&B in it, and our first flight up was against Kilsnock and Ballard, and it was like this is my opinion. This is my impression of it. We were doing he's going boom, 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 boom. About 6 laps to my every one.
He was talking to you too out there.
Oh, he was pushing me, and he was huge. You couldn't get around him. Of course, I wasn't going to pass him anyway. So
I was flying with him one time, and he said, "All right, Rush, I got my hand on your bag now. Now I'm about to clamp down."
wow,
Hey, if I could go back to what Pete was talking earlier, Pete, if there's any technical school or high schools with shop programs, you could have one turned out of solid aluminum,
right?
And that so it's amazing. I used to have a school right next to us that taught you machining, CAD, 3D, all that stuff. And back then, I could rent a machine for anywhere from $25 to $75 an hour for a 5-axis mill.
Wow.
So, but just around here, we have 2 technical colleges for high school, and it was amazed the stuff that they could do. And so I know when I was young, in high school, I was metal shop, wood shop, but in wood shop, I was making furniture and selling it.
Yeah.
And stuff. So, that would be something that be pretty cool to look into. And that my buddy's going to be doing some 3D printing for me in regards to a spinner and that. So, but once again, like Bob said, and Sparky said, the paint that's out nowadays, who knows?
Yeah.
Thanks.
River, do we have a Bearcat report?
Oh, you want a Bearcat report?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beyond primer.
Made some progress this week.
Wait, I saw it after that.
There's where it was.
That's January 2nd.
Come on here. Well, not advanced. Why is that?
Then you had the black around the cockpit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't get it to advance. I'm going to have to start over here.
Okay. Gee, that's about the color of a nice aluminum spinner.
Polish that up a little bit. You got it.
There you go.
Close that one out and open up a new one, I guess.
I know I get out of sharing, Sparky.
Bottom of the
red square.
There it is. Stop share. Okay. Now let's try it again.
Howard Rush left.
Oh yeah, you got a lot more done.
Double in advance. All right, let's start
Groundhog
over
Day.
all the way here.
Groundhog Day here.
Groundhog Day is forever changed.
Wayne
Okay.
Rice says thanks, John Miller, for helping him.
Oh, no problem. Happy to do so.
Hey,
Oh
Vic,
yeah, that's shows a lot.
Look at that. Man, this
Yeah.
really making
pressing-
progress.
You really been putting in the hours.
Where did it go?
You got to hit
There
the
we go.
red button again. Stop sharing.
You see it all now?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's over.
that's
All
fine.
All right.
There you
Let's
go.
There it is.
There you
did
go.
the-
Hey.
So then I sprayed the inside of the compartment black.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
And then I
Look
had
at
the
that.
pilot and the seat back left over from my previous airplane. I cleaned those up and glued them in. And then I fitted the canopy and glued that down.
What are you using for the glue for the canopy?
Canopy glue.
So
Works good.
256.
I don't know what it is. It's
We got two different kinds. I got both.
it's that. Yeah, it's basically that canopy glue.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's oh,
Yeah. 256. I think it's
Yeah,
256.
Well, they got Formula 560, and I guess there's another one too. So.
hold it up. I want to see the bottle. Okay. No, okay, that's different than the one I'm using now.
It works really good. I'm amazed how well it holds.
The important
Yeah,
thing with canopy
too.
glue, the important thing is to make sure you stir it up. If you don't stir it up, it won't grip because the good stuff is at the bottom. So you got to stir it up real good in order to make it grip right.
What if you shake it up?
Well, either way, shake it or
Okay, good. You have me worried there, Bob.
shake it. Stir it, whatever.
Shaking,
Hey.
not
Shake
Anyway,
it up.
so then I glued it. You can see where I glued
Yeah.
it on here.
Yeah.
I taped it down and I got this fixture where I can turn it around. So I turned it different ways and let the glue cure a little bit and turn
Yep.
it around.
That's the Zap Canopy Glue 560 PT56.
Yeah,
Yeah.
560. That's it.
PT56, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Then I buffed the canopy down with 1200 sandpaper so the paint will adhere to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I spray it with clear. This will all go back to clear.
Oh, I thought you were going to put a painted on canopy on there. Most of my, on all my airplanes with painted on canopies, there's a full cockpit detailing beneath them.
Yeah, sure.
Trust me.
Maybe next time. Anyway, so then I spent today masking this off.
Oh yeah.
So next thing I got to do is put use that blue stuff that Howard doesn't like and make a little fillet around the bottom of the canopy here. Super
Mhm.
fill.
I think if we took a poll, I think everybody but Howard would love that stuff.
I like it.
Hey, you got to, the canopy frame. You're going to paint that blue, right?
Yep.
Okay. What I do, I mean, it's just me, is I paint it blue, and then I fill in between the tape with super fill and sand it so that it has a texture. The frame is raised off the canopy,
Yeah, it looks more authentic. That's true.
right? I mean, do what you want, but that's what I do.
That's interesting. Huh.
But you got to make sure to paint it first, otherwise it'll be blue inside. You'll be able to see the super fill
How do you get it so it's all the same thickness?
with a razor blade and sanding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you have a good template, you could get some flight metal, that aluminum sticky stuff that we cover our seaplanes with,
Yeah.
and that. And
Anyway.
it stretches a little bit, so as long as you got it close, you could do that.
Yeah, it'll go around a canopy. It'll do well.
I was
That
hoping
looks
Paint it
That looks
blue
really
first.
good, Mark.
I was hoping to get the super fill in this evening yet, but the football game started, so I didn't get it done yet.
Don't show the football game.
Tomorrow
Can you
morning.
make can you make that framing around the very front where he's got to turn it sideways?
I'm sorry, I don't understand your question, John.
Okay, see where your pointer is?
Yeah,
That's the bulletproof
Yeah.
glass there.
yeah, that's a
Okay.
mask. That's a piece of masking that I cut for the.
Right. Well, that framing that goes around it.
Yeah,
Okay. Will that tape what he's talking about, that metal tape, make that turn like that at the top?
no, I just
And
gotta paint. I'm gonna paint it
Oh,
like I
okay.
did the last time.
Gotcha.
So when I'm
That
done,
flight-
I'll have a painted frame, but it won't have any thickness to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's where we are.
It's nice.
Looks good.
Keep plugging away.
We got to get Pete Bauer flying stunt. You know, he's got to be a closet stunt flyer because he keeps coming here and hanging out with us. So
I have questions usually. I still have one stunter. It's a tutor still.
yeah,
That works.
Kathy flies a shoestring.
Right.
you ought to do a semi-scale, really good semi-scale airplane. That would be cool.
Building
I got
all
the plans for Gordy's KI-61.
Yeah.
We might
That's
take the
about as
Bearcat. We
scale
might
as you
take
can
the
get. other
might
than
take the
an
Bearcat and
airplane.
enter that in scale.
You,
There you go.
did we talk about that? That the rules now for fun scale make it so that it's very easy to enter. You can fly any semi-scale stunter and get full static.
Yeah, I saw your
Yeah.
posting on Stunt Hangar.
Yeah.
I flew Sheik's Stagger Wing Beach in fun scale.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, Mark, if you get a receiver, you could get a controller and put the receiver in there instead of the timer and have throttle control.
Yeah.
What's a timer? What's a timer?
Well, I thought you were flying electric.
Well, and
The question is, what's a glow plug? And the
Yeah.
answer is $25.35.
yeah, and like I said, Line Masters, of course, he makes it easier. And
Yeah.
I did fly my trainer with the Line Master until the weather went on us and stuff. So, and for me, not being that great at doing the flying and being careful on the trimming, you can always put the receiver for your first couple flights if you want to switch to a timer afterwards, and you have the option of controlling that first flight.
What's nice is you can shut the motor off and land it quick if you have to.
Yep.
That way, if you have a lean run, you don't burn your motor up.
Yeah.
There's some remarkable foam airplanes that you can turn into sport scale airplanes.
Well, Keith Trossel had his Focke-Wulf.
Yeah.
He entered that and
Yeah.
I think he
that's
got
nice.
third place last year.
Yeah.
The Nats.
What did Fred had a Dauntless, Peter? Remember that?
Yeah, that's all foam.
That was a beautiful airplane though.
Yeah. And my wife's in the F4 is flying what's the
Corsair?
I can't remember what my wife is flying now. It's the like the Islander, but it's the Canadian thing.
Oh, the Otter.
Otter.
Otter, yeah.
Twin Otter.
So she's got a twin Otter, all foam, and it flies great.
I think we should put a new event, and it should be called "What It Should Have Looked Like Scale."
Here's Keith's.
I've
Here's
designed
Keith's
a bunch
Focke-Wulf.
I've designed a bunch of semi-scale sunships over the years, but they were very semi-scale. The F-105 and that Mustang that Palco flies, I designed that too, and stretch them out so they look like stunt ships, but they still have a lot of character.
That's a TA 152, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was that's a foamy RC
V12.
ARF.
It's either a 152 or a D9.
Yeah.
and Keith converted it to control line,
Yeah.
and he controls all the
Yeah.
flaps and landing gear and everything with the radio.
Yep.
He's got the two wires to fly it.
And basically they've got them now where the props and the spinner are pretty awful close to being original.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a beautiful airplane. Flies really nice.
Everything he
didn't-
builds is beautiful.
He did it in a matter of a few weeks.
Yeah. Everything he builds is unbelievable.
Yeah.
No, but he didn't build hardly anything here.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is all
Yeah.
this is all an ARF.
If they had a TBF foam ARF, the TBF had a huge elevator stabilizer on it. For
Oh,
the,
I'm sure someone makes one.
I bet that would be a good one too. If you wanted to do that route.
If I did that, I'd have to do a TBM because my dad was the chief
General
troubleshooting
Motors.
engineer at Eastern Aircraft, when they built those, the FM2 Wildcat and the TBM. So I have to do a TBM.
General Motors.
There you go.
Hey, I got to show you my new toy. I'm just looking over here. I forgot to show you guys my new toy. I got a free toy.
Free. Oh, look there.
Look at that.
Old school.
That looks like a 40s model.
It's a South Bend.
That's old.
George Waters. Yeah, but it runs great.
I bet.
George Waters gave that to me. He got a guy he knows gave him two of them, and he gave me one.
Cool.
Yeah.
That'll do a whole lot better than a Harbor Freight mini lathe.
Well, I grew up in a machine shop working with my dad and Red Reinhardt. So it feels good to get back to doing get my rounders license back again.
Very good.
Yeah.
I worked on a Logan lathe mostly when I was a kid.
That's a good quality one you got there.
Yeah, and it's very accurate. All the ways and everything are good, and the bearings are real good. Plus, it's got a box full of Ford George chucks and live centers and dead centers and more tool posts and tool holders. So it's really nice.
Cool. Yeah, you can spend as much money on tools and holders as you can on a lathe.
Yeah, how about it? And all that stuff's in a huge box full of it, and I got extra belts and everything. So
neat.
Yeah. So if any of you guys want anything turned, forget about it.
I
want to make adapters. I bought a bunch of those. When you say you bought a bunch of these, you're spending a lot of money. The Brodak 1.25" spinners last year, little 1.25" needles, because I want to do annular inlets on the next twin that's going to have the 23 millimeter rotor. So I have like an 1.5" nose ring and then open it up so that the 1.25" will give you an 1/8 inch opening, look like a turbine, and give you better cooling. But the problem is the adapters, it's a different thread. So I have to make a different adapter. So now I can do that. Those little spinners, I went out to Brodak's and bought, I don't know, 7 or 8 spinners. It was like $300 worth of spinners I bought in one day.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
I told my wife it was $30 worth of spinners.
Yeah, right.
Each. Yeah. You happen to mention each.
It's $30 worth of 1950.
No, she doesn't care.
No.
I got it, Steve. We had trolls in the channel, Gary.
We did?
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, okay.
Trolls in the gallery?
That same guy that was on here a few weeks ago?
No.
Yeah.
I just deleted all his messages.
Yeah. They just come in. They just come in too, because little.
Is that helmet hitting those buddies?
Yeah. No, he won't be back. I just timed him out. I guess these guys got nothing better to do.
Look at us.
Yeah. But we ain't bothering him.
No, we're not bothering nobody. No, we're not bothering anybody.
Nice thing about this is if you don't like the program, turn the channel.
It's all good.
I got not this Saturday, but next Saturday, I've got the indoor turf reserved for flying here at the sports complex. And so I've got 3 model clubs that are all invited, and I invited the engineering teachers from the high schools to come on out, and if they want to let their students know, come on out and see what model aviation is all about and what it can offer. So it'll be interesting to see the turnout.
Sure.
I enjoyed flying off that AstroTurf out there, and that was really fun to fly off of.
AstroTurf, when you land, you just brush the grass.
Oh yeah, it was great.
It just sucks you into the grass so smooth.
Bob, the empty field south of the main sports complex, it's going to be basically 2 soccer fields or 3 soccer fields of AstroTurf.
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness!
We figured out that we could probably easily get 4 big circles in there.
And you say nationals? Oh.
They won't let you run a gas engine in there.
Oh yeah.
That one I agree with the AstroTurf.
Yeah, I get it.
You could have the electric nationals. That's what,
Well, we had guys flying out there, Ed, with a glow, but I guess they had a takeoff pad or something where they fuel on. So
yeah, we had pads and stuff. Yeah. But you know what? They were very paranoid year one, all about the surface and all that stuff, and the general manager, who I know pretty well, is like, we'll just replace it. You know, I mean, if you look at them constantly resurfacing the basketball court and doing repairs on the turf and stuff, so I would imagine some people are rougher than we would ever be. Yeah. We'd probably have to hit one pretty hard to do anything. So,
speaking of hitting hard, my friend Joel Costantino, who might be watching here tonight, it's a great story. He had a 83-ounce pattern master, and the operative word of that is had. He was out at the Nationals, I think it was 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, before they put in the new asphalt. And I wasn't there that year. And he forgot that he did some trimming the night before and had his timer down to 1 minute or something and forgot to change it. And the airplane got to the top of the circle, shut off, came straight in. And I wasn't there to see it, but I was here at Soccer Town. I felt it. so the next year I go out there and he says, "Hey, Bob, I want to show you something. Come on." Real proud. He walks me out to the center of the circle. He points at the dent. He says, "I did
that." Was that the big orange one?
The big orange one. One of the two. He has 2 of them.
Okay. Well, this was 4 or 5 years ago. I had a big, heavy orange one. That's the one, I bet. Yeah. He lost it.
I flew that airplane, and like I said, after flying it, I could scratch my ankles without bending over.
Another score.
Man, that thing pulled hard. Yeah. 41, 42 in a minute. 42-7. Good grief.
That's right. It's over. Turn out the light.
All you had to do.
Over.
All you had to do was watch the first snap from of the game.
6-6.
It was like, ouch.
Yeah, that hurt.
Indiana looks destined.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
On Monday, I'm going to give you guys some information. Somebody put the Aviation Expo up for voting for the events in the area. So it was nominated as one of them. So I'm going to get the information and try to get guys to click on it and give us a
Vote on it.
vote.
You bet.
Yeah. And that it's voting
I'll
just
get my
started today. I got to get the
wife
QR
and my
code
son and my
loaded
daughter
and
to do
all
this.
that stuff. And that, so I'll give you more information on Monday.
Yeah. Cool. That's a nice place to fly. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very, well, they're trying to also show everybody how it's more than sports and stuff. So, you know, they do all kinds
Well,
of
this
things.
is a sport.
I didn't hear that.
Speaking of more than sports,
This is a sport.
Yeah.
what's happened to our Canadian contingent? Haven't seen anyone here for months.
Yeah. I got to send a team up to Edmonton, Alberta, somewhere
Yeah.
up out in the middle, change an engine next week.
I was amazed when I saw that map in your office with the map pins of the whole
Yeah.
world, where every place you've gone to work on airplanes. It's amazing. It must be
Oh,
about
that's right.
200
I was supposed to take a picture and I was going to show that. I'll have to remember to do that.
Incredible.
Yeah. And that I had to turn down going to Mauritania, Northwest Africa over the holidays. That was an easy one to turn down.
Yeah.
I had guys wanting to go. But if you read all the Department of State warnings, little different story.
You get hazard pay for that one?
You know what? When they wanted me to go to Afghanistan, everything was fine, and then I threw in the hazardous pay just like everybody else was getting, and everything got quiet.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in going where you got to get hazard pay.
That's for sure.
I remember in 1980, the State Department got in touch with us. I don't know who they got in touch with, an AMA or somebody, and recommended that we did not go to Poland, because that was the year we boycotted the Olympics, you know, and and we went in anyway. Gee, it turned out to be an uneventful trip, though.
Where they almost threw you in jail?
Yeah, I got arrested at gunpoint, several gunpoints actually.
Or taking a picture. They got no sense of humor there, just like the NFL.
It's best to obey, for there's no other way.
Well, they come out and surrounded us at that field, and we were in this little van, and they surrounded us with AK-47s and had them at bay, and Billy had to take a leak, and he just got out, looked the guy right in the eye, and pissed almost on his foot. It was pretty funny.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Billy is a reverend.
Good thing they didn't have bayonets fixed. Just. Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't mean to drop that.
Won't be long now.
It's a short subject.
We better stop all this seahorsing around before these people go into a state of shark.
Oh, they run her back. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. He got in. He ran that in a long ways, Bob.
Yeah, he did. Good run, but they're still not going to catch up.
No,
42,
too late.
8:38 to go in the third.
There's not enough time.
No, I don't think Indiana's done scoring yet either. So.
Oh, I know.
Well,
They can start playing the second and third string and still score, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to ask if they've got their third string in now, or
No, they're not in this game.
oh,
They'll put them in right at the end of the fourth quarter so they can say they played in the game, but You're taking this serious.
Oh, they went. Oh, pass interference. You did it too, dude. Yeah, you did it.
1 for 2.
They're going to get another
Yeah.
chance.
Okay, so it's
No, they're going to get another chance. He's hanging on to him. If he'd have put a saddle and a collar on him, he could have rode him.
good grief. That was pass interference. This thing is almost, it's not dry, but it's like really, almost just mildly damp. You almost can't feel the water in it anymore.
Going away quick, isn't it?
See up in there how nice it molded around that thing.
Yeah.
Do you put the tape down where the formers are, or
Nah, you don't have to because it's all one piece of
because it is all one
bucket
piece,
solid.
right? It is all one piece, so it's
Yeah.
not going to suck it down or something.
Yeah, it's not going to suck it down. Just every 3 or 4 inches, or 2 or 3 inches, whatever, doesn't matter. Arbitrary. It works great. It's ironic too, because my favorite part of building for years was carving. Like, fuselage. We all used to put blocks on and carve them to shape, fuselage and hollow them out. My favorite part was carving and sanding. And then with the, advent of molding, it just makes so much sense. You still get to do, in my case, the nose, the canopy hatches, the cowls, wingtips, wheel pants, if you're going to do them, still get to do some carving. But
You get to carve.
this molding
you
just,
don't get to carve wood. You get to carve foam.
well, that's true. You get to carve the form. And then you can make as many as you want,
I wonder how well you could form the wheel pants.
That's the one part I love carving.
I know, but I'm just thinking we're talking about weight, and that's a lot of weight down below the center of gravity.
Well, I don't know, weigh nothing when I'm done. Weigh nothing. I mean, they weigh like not even, the 2 of them together don't weigh 6 grams.
Okay.
Well, I'll get a couple of them I'm working on. Yeah, here's the blank, pretty.
Yeah.
And I tack glue the where the wheel's got to come out, so I don't carve into that area. You carve right up to it. And then here's one fully carved. Sanded.
Split it down the middle and hollow it out.
What's that? Yeah, split down the center and hollow them out. Yeah.
So that's 2 pieces of wood glued together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you have some plywood in there for the part of the mounting, or?
No, not yet. I mean, after I get them all done, my gear come in. They don't go down into the wheel path. They come from the side. I can't in the gear.
Right.
And they go through. So what I do is when I'm done hollowing them out, I take a piece of tin stock and I make it square, and I bend the corners a little bit, and I put some holes in it, and I press that into the inboard wheel pant, or the outboard wheel pant half, because they come in from the outboard, and press that in, and then I put some carbon and epoxy around it, hold it up into the curve of the wheel pant so it doesn't interfere with anything. And then I feed this axle through, and I have a lineup jig. It lines up both wheel pants and the airplane. And then I go in there with a soldering iron and solder the axle to that piece of tin. Mm-hmm. And then I put the wheel on, put the other wheel pan half on, and then put the fairing on this. And the fairing actually gives you the strength.
Now do those bolt together 2 halves or not?
I've done it that way, but I prefer not to do that. I like to make them in one piece.
Yeah, but what happens when you got to change the tire?
I don't fly that much on asphalt anymore.
Yeah, because the tires only last a season.
If you fly a lot on asphalt, yeah. If you fly on grass, they last forever.
And my Continental is split down the center like that, but I got 2 screws on the inner half, and that comes off so you can change the tire.
I've done that too, and it works great. But I just prefer to do it another way. Let me see if I can show the wheel pins on the Genesis over here.
Guys, I got to go. Good seeing y'all, and have a great weekend.
You
Good
too.
seeing you. Good seeing you.
There's that 55-gallon of brown again. 3 airplanes that are brown.
Yeah, and that was a big concession too, because that was a dark metallic kind of actually, if you in the sun, it's more like a Dr. Pepper color. And for me, that was a big concession because I'm a Chevy guy throughout my life, and that's a Ford truck color. So that was a big concession for me to put a Ford truck color on my airplane.
Chevy didn't make the right tone, huh?
There you go.
You go to an auto paint store. I go with Joel. He goes to, he does Barrett Jackson level restorations on cars. He has a paint store up by him. It just closed, matter of fact. But you go there and you go through the books, and you could spend a week going through the books, looking at every chip that's out there. I mean, you could spend probably a month looking at every chip. They have a whole library full of big catalogs, full of chips of codes from cars forever, from back into the 50s. And I just happened to like that color and picked it out. And he said, well, that's a Ford truck color. That almost put a kibosh on the deal, but I liked it.
Do they stay open till 10 o'clock at night there?
Who?
The paint store. You said they just closed.
Well, they closed up for good. They actually went out of business.
Oh.
It's up in the middle. It was up in the Poconos, and there's very few. I guess there's not enough body shops and things like that to support it. So they finally closed.
Too many colors to keep up with.
I'm going to end the show on YouTube.
Okay.
For all you guys out there, please like and subscribe. I'll be on tomorrow. We'll see you then. Fair winds, tight lines. See you.
Nice, Sparky.
Good job.
See you, Sparky.
Yeah.
I gotta check out
You
too.
wanna
So I'll
go
see you
too?
guys.